Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. We are the Girl Spring Podcast Committee, and for this podcast, we'll be talking about ideas for holiday celebrations. I'm Jossie.
I'm Bella.
And I'm Alejandra.
Okay, so I'll kick things off with one of my favorite holiday traditions, and that's making gingerbread houses with my siblings. That's like one of my favorite things to do when the holiday season rolls around.
Yeah, I like that too.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I think this is kind of like every holiday, but especially for Christmas, I like that most of the traditions that surround Christmas are like family oriented. Like last week we just decorated our Christmas tree and we got to spend a lot of time together, which we don't usually because my parents work a lot, so we were able to, do a lot of stuff together, which I really liked. And I also love the food that we like usually make for Christmas. So like cookies, gingerbread houses, like you said, are really good to eat too. And I feel like I don't know if your family does this, but for Christmas at our house, we kind of make like Thanksgiving food as well. And so that food is like always good to eat.
Yeah, my Christmases are definitely very family and food oriented as well. One of my favorite traditions is baking cookies with my grandmother. It's something that we've done every year since I was little. And last year we baked like 8 different recipes of cookies and it took like all day. But it's super fun to get to spend time with family members that you might not get to spend as much time with throughout the year, people that are outside of your immediate family. And also just the Christmas spirit puts everybody in a good mood and it just makes for a really enjoyable season.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Food is also one of my favorite things about Christmas. Um, when I was a little, I remember like my mom being in the kitchen and making all the food. And now that I'm older, I get to like cook with her, and it's a really great bonding experience. So yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with like bonding with my mom over cooking and like making stuff that we both like. I'm finally able to kind of like help in the kitchen and know what I'm doing before she kind of had to like instruct me for every single thing, but now we kind of work together instead.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to ask, what is y'all's favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I like, well, do you guys know the Santa Claus movies? Um, it's called Santa Claus. I think it's just called The Santa Claus or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're
Mhm.
talking about.
Yes, I love those movies. Like all of the like the like every movie. That I think there's like two or three of them in the series, but those are really funny to me.
I really like the Christmas Vacation movies because I think they're really, really funny.
Yeah, I think my favorite is probably not a lot of people know it, but it's called Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and it's like a really old, like I'm not sure if it's claymation, but it's really old and it's a really cute movie. I also really like the Hallmark movies just because they're so comforting and predictable.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I've actually I think I've seen that movie before. I just can't remember, but I do love the little claymation movies like the Frosty the Snowman. Um, those are like really nostalgic for me and really cute.
What do you guys think about like I know that around Christmas time a lot of volunteer events go around, so like it's fun to get involved in like your community, like in our community especially. For the first time this year, I think I haven't heard of it before, but we're doing like caroling for like food cans and stuff, which I haven't heard before, but I know that a lot of volunteer stuff goes around this time.
That's cool. I've never heard of like caroling for cans. Um, yeah, there's a ton of different events around our area, like the Angel Tree, like a bunch of toy drives are going on at my school,
Yeah,
and then like volunteering at canned food drives too. So there's a lot of great opportunities to get involved in serving your community during this time of year.
Oh yeah, the caroling sounds really fun. I think my friend and I were going to her church, and they're having like a little soup kitchen type thing, and we're going to be like giving food to the homeless. So that'll be really fun. I love the like giving spirit that comes along with the holiday season.
Yeah, I think the build up to Christmas is honestly just as good as like the actual day itself. Um, just because it's such a happy time and everybody, it just kind of feels like everybody's banding together in a way. Especially in the world we live in today. I just feel like it's such a nice break from the typical like day in, day out kind of thing. So I really enjoy the build up to Christmas, but shifting to Christmas itself, what do y'all typically do like on Christmas morning? What is your family's traditions for that?
So for our family, we obviously open presents like first thing. And then we have kind of like a light breakfast because we have a really big dinner in the afternoon and we invite some family members over. And like I said, we have like the typical Thanksgiving foods like turkey and mac and cheese and stuff like that. And then we sometimes end the night with like watching a Christmas movie. So we've kind of kept like that tradition like every year. We pretty much do that.
Yeah, it's similar with my family. We, well, our tradition is on Christmas Eve, we are allowed to open one present under the tree, and then, the rest on Christmas morning, we open everything else. And then we've really switched it up. Some years we have like a really big breakfast because we'll be like visiting family for the dinner. But some years, we do the same as you and have a light breakfast, and then we make everything at home. So yeah, it really depends.
Yeah, it's similar for my family as well. We typically open presents. We open presents on Christmas morning, and that's how we start it bright and early. And then we have a light breakfast, and then my dad usually cooks a fancy meal for us for lunch, and then we go to my grandmother's house for dinner, and usually that's not anything super crazy, but definitely a day to just spend time with family and also eat lots of yummy food as well.
So do you guys have you guys like traveled on Christmas before? I last year I traveled to Virginia to visit my brother and his fiance and his family. And it was really different because I was so used to having Christmas at my own house, with my own tree. But traveling for Christmas is definitely a different experience.
Personally, I've never traveled like on Christmas. Yeah, before and after, but not on. So I would imagine that it'd be very different. I don't really know how I would feel if I weren't at my own home for Christmas, but I'm sure like you enjoyed that experience as well.
Yeah, I agree. I've never traveled myself, but I feel like it would be kind of weird just not being around my own tree and everything, just because I'm so used to the traditions that my family has, and just kind of the rhythm we've gotten our Christmases into. But I think it definitely would be a cool experience to go somewhere else, especially somewhere where it actually snows, to have like a white Christmas or something like that.
Yes, I've always wanted to have a white Christmas. For some reason in Virginia last year, it wasn't like as cold as it usually is. So there was no snow, unfortunately. But hey, maybe next time I visit.
So we've talked about stuff that we do with families on Christmas, but do you guys have any activities that you like to do with your friends like around Christmas time?
Yeah, my friends, we usually get together for a Christmas party or two. Um, I have this one friend who always does a Christmas party every year, and we typically do like Dirty Santa and things like that. And it's just super fun. I love Dirty Santa. It's probably one of my favorite Christmas activities. Um, but yeah, I mean, we definitely do get together because it's a fun time to spend with family and friends too.
Yeah, same here with the parties with my friends around Christmas time. My friends at school, like my school separated into like different departments. So the people in my grade for my department, we have a little departmental tradition where we do a secret Santa thing and have a little party around like the day before our exams start. So yeah, and we'll be doing that again this year. So I'm really excited for it. And as a senior, it'll be like my last time. So it's kind of bittersweet, but it should be really fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think our friends have ever had like an official Christmas party, but we do hang around at our houses sometimes and we do watch Christmas movies together. But I really, really enjoy like ice skating. Like I have a lot of fun like going to the Pelham Civic Center. Like it's a lot of fun over there.
Yes, that sounds so fun. I've been to the Pelham Civic Center a couple of times. It's been a while, but that's so fun. I'd love to one day go ice skating, like in Central Park in New York or something like that. That would be so cool. I would love to travel,
Yes.
like maybe not on Christmas, but like over Christmas time, especially to an area that goes as crazy as New York does.
I completely agree. And those Home Alone movies like made me want to go to go to New York for Christmas so bad. Like just how pretty all of the whole city looks and especially like those big ice skating rinks and the big Christmas trees. I absolutely love all of that.
Oh my gosh, me too. I definitely agree. New York on around Christmas time seems like such a cute aesthetic, and like I hope I'll be able to experience that sometime. So another thing that I really like about the holiday season are all of the ugly sweaters. I love ugly sweaters, and I know like I don't love them like ironically, like I just love them unironically. I think they're like literally so cute.
Yes, they're so funny. I've like never had an actual um like traditional ugly sweater, but I love like reading the puns on people's sweaters. They always give me a laugh.
Yes, I completely agree. I personally love ugly sweaters and I have a lot in my closet. You can find them pretty much everywhere. I think like 2 out of the 5 that I have in my closet are like from Walmart and they're really cheap but really cute. And you can wear them like at any Christmas event.
Yeah, definitely. And there should be like a lot in like thrift stores and everything like that. Yeah. Speaking of like Christmas fashion, I also love Christmas pajamas. Those are my favorite.
Yes,
Now that we're kind of old.
every year my family has a tradition of getting like Christmas pants from Old Navy. And they have so many different fun designs and they're not expensive at all. So that's super fun and they're fun to wear on Christmas morning and everything like that.
So thank you for everyone who is listening. Again, we are the Girl Spring Podcast Committee, and you should check out our Girl Spring website. We post lots of fun content on there. Yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.